guys, what's going on? I'm going to show you in a quick video how you can schedule your exam with PSI. Now, this is true for all kinds of exams, if you're doing real estate or if you're doing insurance or any other exam. Today, I'm going to show you for real estate because that's the class I have ending up now. So I'm going to use that for real estate. Here we go. So this is, as you can see, it's psiexams.com. It takes you straight to candidates.psiexams.com. If you're coming through New Direction School, there should be a link in your student login and also on the page itself. But that's what you do, candidate.psiexams.com or strictly psiexams.com. Now, we're going to scroll down. There's nothing to see here. You got to go straight to create an account. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Right here, let me zoom in. On the right-hand side, it says new users, create an account. If you already tested before with PSI exams, then obviously go to returning users, enter your username and password, and you'll move forward from there. So right now, I'm just going to show you the create an account. And then later on, to speed up, I'll just go straight to my account. So zooming in, step one, you got to put your email address and your first name, last name. These are the mandatory ones. Make sure whatever name you put matches your ID. Very, very important, because if it doesn't match your ID, if there's a mistake there, you might not be able to register or take the exam if something does not match, all right? The other thing is, if you provide it to the school, let's say to my school, you passed my exam, I gave you a certificate, and you filled out an information sheet at the end, so a course completion information sheet at the end, then the same information you have in your ID is the information that I entered into PSI exams. So it doesn't matter which school you're in, the system is the same. We enter into PSI exams your information as you provide it to us. So here, when you create your login, make sure the first name, email, first name, and last name match the information you gave the school. Got it? Because there's an option here, if you see, that says click here to attempt to locate existing records for you in the system. So if I already entered you in, and I have to before you take the exam, once you click this, and if the information matches, then it should find you in the system. All right? Obviously, you're going to create a password, retype your password. Pay attention to one thing. The password, these are the rules. Make sure you don't forget it. Right here. Must be at least 8 to 32 characters long. And I'm doing this because I myself have made the mistake of forgetting my password, because I have a traditional password that I use. I keep on changing it, variables of it, obviously, but I have a traditional password that I use, meaning the characters that I use at the end are none of these. So make sure you understand 8 to 32 characters long. I hope you're not skipping this. Make sure at least one letter is uppercase and one is lowercase. So if you have multiple uppercase, make sure one is lower. If you have multiple lowercase, make sure at least one is uppercase. The other thing I want you to see right here is this. It must contain one number, at least one number, and, not or, and a special character. So if you have a password, let's say moon, right? Capital M-O-O-N, and then you have to include a number and one of these characters. These are the only ones, says right here, allowed special characters. These are the only ones allowed to be part of it, okay? Another thing that's very important, and they give you all the hints here of the password rules, cannot contain words from any part of the email address. So never match your password to your email address, okay? Very important. It doesn't say here, but sometimes I've had this issue where using consecutive numbers or characters is also a problem. I'm not sure if it will be here. I haven't registered in a while. So I'm not sure if it will be here in this case, but that's what we're looking at. Make sure, have something unique, something you won't forget, and especially because of these. I don't use any of these characters, so I always forgot it, right? But don't worry, if you miss it, so we're gonna go back, you would submit and receive a confirmation in your email. That will happen next, right? But if you would miss it, then once you go to sign in on the very first page, it says returning users. There's an option to forgot password, so to recover your password, all right? So what I'm going to do right now is just enter my information. Now, make sure, again, your information is correct. And once you get into your homepage, you have options. View all my activities, and you can register under tasks, register for a test, schedule a test, and so on, or apply for a test. On the right-hand side, you have bulletin information. You can click online practice tests. What I would like to say about this is I would avoid the online practice tests. Not very fond of these because it's $19.95 one time. So you can test it one time. So to me, I don't think it's worth it. All right, and I hope they don't see this video. But I don't think it's worth it. It's a waste of time. The tests are not that bad. The question, the way they're asked, is just doesn't give you an explanation of or a feedback of why you had it wrong. So that kind of hurts a little bit when you pay $20 once, able to test once, and no explanation of why. So I would avoid it. You can register for a test, schedule a test if you already paid for it, and so on. Okay, so we're going to click register for a test. And you see where it says now, let me zoom in, select organization. I just want to make it clear of what's going to happen now, all right? Select organization. We're going to select, and you're going to select government or state licensing agencies. Because both for real estate and insurance, your license is under your state government, okay? It belongs to the state. The next option we have is select jurisdiction. So this is your state. So we're going to go to New Jersey. In this example, we're going to select an account. And if you're doing real estate, it gives you cosmetology, Department of Health, gives you electrical contractors, fire alarm, HVAC, insurance, master plumbers, professional plumbers, and real estate. So we're going to click real estate real quick. Gives you 3 options. Don't make a mistake here. All right, same thing for insurance. It gives you a bunch of options. I'm going to show you in a second. But don't make a mistake. If you're going for the salesperson exam, click salesperson exam. If you're going for the instructor exam, obviously instructor, for brokers, and so on. But please don't make a mistake. And look, it says combo. There's a reason why it says combo, because we're combining the national state exam, the national portion of the exam, which is 80% of it is like real estate nationwide, with the state, the 30 questions, they'll be part of it, all right? So not 80%, 70, something percent, okay? I'm going to select salesperson right here, and look. I'll show you this because it's very, very important. I'm going to show you the correct way in a second. I'm just showing you what could happen. All right, right here. This program requires pre-approval before you can sit the exam. So please follow the instructions listed in your candidate information bulletin or application materials. If you're already pre-approved to register for the exam, simply click view all my activities. All right. Now, it's 240 minutes, so up to 4 hours. $45 fee to take the exam, and every time you go there, hopefully you only go there once, but every time you go there is another $45. So make sure you only go there once. Now, did you notice down here that it says view all my activities? It doesn't allow you to register. Why? Because we have to enter you in the system. You need pre-approval from your school. So if I'm the school, if it's newdirection.school, then that's what you're going to have to choose under activities. Okay, so let's go here. View all my activities. And there's an option here that says right on top, find my records. Very important. Because once you find your records, it's going to allow you to join. Under Find My Records, okay, you're going to click, again, government or state licensing, jurisdiction. You're going to scroll to New Jersey, and then it says select account. You're going to go real estate. And then it asks you to enter your social security number. If everything matches, so remember your first name, last name, exactly as it is on your ID, your social security number, and your email. If these 4 match what I entered into the system, what you provided to me, then once you put your social security number, it should automatically pop what you're qualified for and give you an option to register. All right. So now I'm going to go into the register portion. At this point, it will pop up and it will take you straight to pretty much pay for a test, right? And it says register for a test. We're going to go through the same process. If it popped up, it'll skip all this. I'm going to go. I'm going to search New Jersey, real estate. Again, this person. Sorry, I have to do because I'm already having it. I have to do insurance. So I'm going to put the insurance. Okay. Right. So let's say I'm going to go to, say, life producer. Only because here it doesn't require your activity to already be in. All right, so it will take you here. Now here you're going to enter all your information. I'm going to obviously clean it out in a little bit. It has my social and my information, right? So you might not see in the video. Now here what I want to point out is, again, make sure you match all the information. And then I want to point out this right here. It says school. Make sure, look, there's a bunch of schools here that are authorized. Bunch of schools. Make sure you choose the right school. If I pre-entered your information, my school should show up there. If it doesn't for any reason, make sure you find your school, okay? So as of right now, just for this example, I'm going to put no school required for this examination. I want to point out something real quick. They're going to ask you the same criminal background. Did you ever commit a crime? And so on, so on, so on, and so forth. In the real estate one, by the way, it's not popping here, but in the real estate one, there's a checkbox that asks if you want to get contact. Let me see if it shows up now. No. It asks if you want to get contact from companies, so if they could sell your information. Make sure you uncheck that box, or you're going to receive thousands of calls and messages and requests from real estate companies, from insurance companies, whatever it might be, trying to reach out to you, say congratulations, you passed, or whatever. All right, so make sure you take it off. Next, look, the course that you subscribe for, who's sponsoring it, obviously, how much you're paying, you will be charged. So now you put your information there. All right. Make sure you accept the payment and terms. We're going to click submit. So as soon as you complete the payment, it's going to take you to this page. It again shows the exam, the sponsor, the social security number, and the candidate. The sponsor is always New Jersey, and it will be either real estate or insurance. And then here, you guys see to select the test center selection. Here, we're going to enter your zip code. I'm in Newark, so I'm going to put Newark real quick. You're going to put your zip code, and it's going to give you the nearest location. So it's by distance, right? Nearest locations. So what you would do is select the locations that you'd be willing to go. So let's put all these for now, right? I'm willing to go to any location because what I want really is the earliest date. So I don't care about the distance. I care about getting it done quickly. Why do I say that? Because you want to do it while every piece of information is fresh, right? So we select it all. We're going to click continue. So at this moment, because of this is being filmed at the time of the quarantine, so still not open. Until June 19th, there's nothing. So let's move forward and select a further date. So let's see, June 30th, and we click find. So if there's nothing within the range that you're looking for, which might happen the day that you go register, then we put an additional range. So I went to 30th instead of June 20th, and it tells me right here the locations. The earliest date that I have is going to be New Brunswick, June 22nd at 9 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. Again, Rochelle Park, Secaucus, New Brunswick, and so on. These are the locations that have reopened, and these are the times. All you have to do, click one, you selected one, you come down here, put all of them. And you click now schedule. It gives you a pop-up that says confirm. You click OK. Now that it's confirmed, it gives you all the details. It repeats everything again. It gives you even directions to the test center. It asks you, very, very important, guys, be there at least 30 minutes before it starts. Why? Because you need to sit down and re-verify all the information that we just went over. Is your name and address correct? Is your date of birth correct? Is your social correct? And that's very important because whatever's on this exam is what's being sent to the state. So if something is incorrect, like your name, then your license is going to print it incorrectly as well, and you have to correct the issue before you can do business under that license name. All right? So you should print the details. It tells you what is allowed and what's not allowed right there. You have to bring 2 forms of ID, and this is one has to be a government issue photo ID. The other one could be maybe a debit card, a letter with your address, name and address, anything else. But the first form must be a government issued photo ID. You can download the candidate information booklet. It just gives you more information about the exam you're about to take. And that's pretty much it. We are done. So now, show up, attend at the time and place. So we have New Brunswick, June 22nd at 9 a.m. All right, guys. I hope this was a good video explaining how to register. And if you have any further questions, you're always welcome to email me at instructor@newdirection.school. Instructor@newdirection.school, and I'll be able to assist you further. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.